I've often wondered.
You've often wondered? Well, have you wondered that today we're doing a very exciting show, something I'm super, super excited about?
No, I knew you were excited. I
You
didn't
knew?
wonder.
You didn't wonder?
There's no
Well,
wondering.
I am very excited about this particular show because these are some of my favorite bourbons. And these are actually some of the most commented bourbons that we get through our comments. On like one particular short that I did, it was like walking through a liquor store and everybody's like, "You passed up the rare breed, you passed up the Russells, you passed up this," and we didn't pass it up because we actually have those things and we keep those things. We keep them on our shelves because we absolutely love them. And so what we thought we would do is put together a blind and see which one of these four come out on top for us, because I know pretty much what preliminary to this, I kind of know what my actual favorites would be. Obviously, we got Wild Turkey 101. It is a absolutely amazing daily drinker. $22, got to be on your shelf. Has to be. It is very, very good.
Very good.
Russell's 10. Now, this is one that you and I recently started drinking more often, and we absolutely fell in love with it. I mean, if you look at the bottle, it doesn't last long. And this is a low $30 bottle, so as well priced in a range for a
32.
Yeah, so 32 is, it's definitely priced in a range for an everyday drinker. For me as well. Then you've got Rare Breed, which is absolutely delicious beyond measure. Mid 40s for this bottle. I know I've seen it 48 in some other places, but we can buy it around here. Mid 40s, 45 pretty much standard anywhere. And then we have Russell's Reserve Single Barrel, which is also a very good bourbon. And to some of you, it's kind of like this is one of the best bourbons out there based on comments. And so I'm just kind of curious to see where we fall in line at.
Yeah. The thing is, this one is about twice the cost of this one, and we tend to like this one better.
We did, but now in the blind.
But in the blind.
Because when you put them, line them up side by side, and if you've never, ever, ever done a blind, you are going to be quite amazed at how your favorite profiles are going to come out. And so, anyhow, we're going to get started on this blind. See what we think about it? Which side do you want to start with?
Let's start at the right side.
So over here.
Yes.
All right. So number one is coming up, and we're going to see what we think about this. Well, I can actually smell a little bit today.
You can smell it today. That nostril's working.
It is. My one nostril is actually, but yeah.
So this one is sweet on the nose, kind of caramely.
Yeah.
Brown sugary.
Brown sugar, okay. So just again, for those of you who might have just started watching some of our videos, I don't really smell much up here. So I'm always, when I do get a hint of something, it's amazing. And normally it's that caramely brown sugar when it does come through for me. And it's so.
Good.
Oh my.
Sweet.
Very sweet. It feels lower proofed a little bit.
It does not burn. It feels like it'd be one of the lower proof ones.
So you got 101, you got what, 90 proof here, 116, and we have 110 proof here. So you're thinking somewhere maybe in here? Possibly. I will tell you, that's very delicious.
It is good. It's not
very
as
delicious.
full flavored as some, but it does have a very good, fuller flavor. It's not thin. It's not like the real thick ones we sometimes get, but it's not thin either. And it does tend to linger on the palate. So it's good.
It has some afterburn though, like
a little bit,
like
but really
on the
not
finish,
bad.
It's got some burn. I want to.
Slight little spice on the back, but not a lot of spice. Very, very.
I'm thinking this might have a little more proof than what we're thinking. Because, the thing of it is we've got where we drink a lot higher proofs. And when you drink higher proof stuff, some of the lower proof stuff doesn't feel as. And then this stuff is kind of in that medium too. All right, let's try number two.
Okay.
Mm.
Ooh, so this one's a little more creamy caramely smelling to me.
Creamy caramely?
Can you smell anything?
I can't.
Okay.
I'm done.
Yeah.
I got to go totally by taste.
A little bit more toffee-ish.
Toffee?
Or creamy. I'm smelling kind of a creamy sweet smell. It smells good.
These two are very similar.
They are, but this one is maybe slightly drier than that one. It's still got kind of a little bit of sweetness, but maybe like a,
It is very good too. Damn, this is going to be a hard one. Because the similarities are very close. I mean, considering that they're all pretty much on the same mash bill too.
Yeah, and these
same
are
char.
So far all up my flavor profile.
Oh, yeah,
I mean, I've done research on mash bills of bourbons that I really like, and I really haven't found much consistency as far as like rye versus wheat. But what I have found is I tend to really like the bourbons that are in the mid 70s of corn.
Yeah, it's a little higher corn,
bit higher
a little
corn,
more sweetness
72 to
to
75. So this is like up my flavor profile. Plus the heavy char on these.
Yeah.
I love the heavy char. It gives it that sweetness, that toasty, caramely. So this one I would say is a little bit drier than that one, I think, although they're very similar in flavor. They are
so similar in flavor. Like, well, let's try. You want to try that one again?
Yeah, maybe a slight, slight honey flavor, maybe.
Bouncing back just now, this one is a little more fuller.
Well, you're not supposed to go back to
I know, but I had to just a second. Because I'm very confused because these two are very similar in flavor.
Kind of what I'm saying. That one's a little bit sweeter, fuller. This one's a little bit drier, thinner on the palate.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, 3.
Now let's go to 3. And this one.
I can smell.
Kind of got a little bit of something.
I can smell the caramely in this one very faintly, but I can smell it.
Kind of a little bit of vanilla-ish that I'm picking up.
You know, I could just throw some stuff out there, try to be a professional, you know, like,
leather-bound
this, I smell like a dusty road. No, seriously. I'm sure this smells amazing, right? Oh my.
That one has like
That's
no burn.
Good.
I think this is a lower proof. That goes down almost like water.
That is.
It's
oh
very
my God.
tasty.
Like when it rolls around your tongue.
It doesn't
is
have
so good.
a very heavy scent. Like I'm not picking up as much scent as I did on these. But wow, the flavor.
Whatever that is, I would kill that bottle.
You probably have killed one.
I have probably killed that bottle. But I honestly, from the 3 that we've tried so far, I am totally lost at being able to say, oh, that's 10, that's 101. Because they are very similar, but I can tell you, this one right now stands out above these 2.
I still think it's very similar, but as far as where this one's a lot sweeter than this one's a lot drier. This one's kind of in between both of those, and it's kind of a more balanced, I think. And it's like, these are both, neither one of them is super hot, but this one has like almost no heat. This one
doesn't, and it just full flavor in your mouth.
Like almost as smooth as water.
So.
But that one, that was very
I
good.
will tell you, this right here,
again,
and you guys are seeing this on the screen. We don't know what it is because we're going to make sure it's up for y'all to see, but this has, like, it was
very good.
It was very good.
It's very good.
Let's try the last one here.
Okay, now this one is very rich smelling. This is a little butterscotchy to me. It's got like that rich, like sweet aroma. I like how this one smells. I like how this one smells a lot. And it kind of tastes that way too. It's very thick.
On the front of the mouth, you can definitely taste that little bit like butterscotchy something.
Yeah.
It doesn't finish that way. The finish of it doesn't.
Really?
No,
I think it continues throughout.
Let me try it again.
It's like a full mouth coating. It's very rich, very thick tasting, very butterscotchy.
That's higher proof, too.
I think so, just simply because of how much thicker of a mouthfeel it is.
Yeah. This one is a little bit higher proof.
I think so, too.
It's very good. I'm almost, I don't know. If you was going to ask me, like, just based on taste, what I thought this is.
This kind of makes me think of like a dessert bourbon, if there was such a thing. And not that, like, turtle bourbon, whatever stuff that somebody gave us. A dessert bourbon that doesn't have all that stuff.
But you know, like, that's like a headache, a pounding.
Oh,
you drink it and then you'd have a headache beyond measure.
But I mean, that's called bourbon, but it's flavored. We know it's not. Yeah, it's flavored bourbon. Yeah.
It's,
Oh, I don't know. So, based on the first run, what would your first pick be? I don't know.
3.
I think mine would be 4.
You think?
I think so. But then 3 would be second.
Yeah, and I don't know. Let's let me do some investigating.
And here. Right now, I think I do 4, 3, 1, and 2, but I need to try them again.
I gotta go back through here because these two were very similar. These two, I think, are set out a little bit more with flavor profile than these two are. So, but for me right now, this one is just whatever it is. It's. I'm
gonna try this one again.
God, that is good too.
This one is just, I think.
Number 1 is
this
great.
one is what I like.
That one?
This is.
It's got all you like in it.
This is
you right here.
Close to what my perfect bourbon would be. I'm not saying it's a perfect bourbon, but as far as like what I like, my favorite.
Yeah. One thing
flavor profile in a bourbon. This
while we're figuring this out,
right
I would like. I mean, in the comments below, if you would if you've tried all of these, I'd like to see what your order is, what your favorites are, because I think, and then we're going to compare them to obviously to how we lay these out. I mean, I don't think you can go wrong with any of these bottles. But yeah, this was very good too.
Gosh, both of those are so good. Both of these. And I hear fireworks going off in the background. It is New Year's Eve.
It's New Year's Eve. We're filming this on New Year's Eve.
If you hear boom, boom, boom in the background, there's some fireworks.
You're not going to see this till January 1. You're watching this. It's the brand new year, but we're videoing it while fireworks is going. Yeah, exactly. So Happy New Year's to everyone that's out there. And we do have some Happy 12 we're going to celebrate with. Someone gave us a very nice sample.
It's very nice.
And so we are going to try. That's going to be our New Year's drink instead of champagne. So, all right, I got to figure out the order of these. So
it's so hard to choose a number 4 because they're all so good.
Yeah, this sucks really bad, really, to have to.
That one I think is probably the hottest. So I think this might be the highest proof. Which one's the highest proof?
Rare breed 116.8. Wow. I don't think that's rare breed. I'm
kind of thinking that might be rare breed.
After I just tasted again, number 2 tastes very divine. Like, so divine.
That's why I tasted that one. I was like, it's going to be really hard to choose a number 4. I actually think I might choose number 1 as number 4.
If you have never, I will tell this to our audience. If you've never done a blind, you need to set one up. Have somebody set you one up because it will blow you away at how you actually place these, because what you think before you go into these,
you think you know.
Because before you go into these, you're like, yeah, this is my favorite, and then you go into a blind and you're like, holy crap, I would have never chose that one as my favorite.
Yeah, and it's like, perfect example, 1792. It's like, I love that one by itself. Okay, 1792 is a loner.
Is it weird that I just got a slight banana note in there? Like,
I don't know, I have to try it again.
Very slight banana note.
But like I was saying, 1792 is like a loner. You don't have it with friends. You don't taste it up against other bourbons. And it's great. But when I taste it up against other bourbons, it's not as great as I think it is.
When I say banana, it's more like banana chips. Like banana chips. Not like...
Yeah, so kind of the
Not a banana like a rotten
Slightly-
banana that's got super sweetness in it, but like a banana chip.
Like the condensed banana scent.
Yeah, like when you dry a banana.
Banana chips. Yeah, dry banana.
Like, you know,
Yeah, I guess
dry
I can get that a little
like
bit.
when you taste it, I've got a little bit in that when I just tasted it just now.
Little banana bready.
Like banana chips. What? I mean, do y'all know what banana chips are? Do you know what banana chips are?
They're dehydrated bananas.
That is exactly what it is. Or freeze dried. They freeze dried them too. I had a little bit of that in there, which
I don't know.
makes
Gosh,
me
this one's
feel
so
like
hard.
I think I know what this one is.
Okay, so let's just take a step back from this for a second. Let my palate rest. So going into this, what would you say your 1 through 4 would be? Just off because you've tried all these before. What would you guess your number 1 through 4
Based on
would
how
have
I drink these, I would have went number 1 for me, number 2, number 3, and number 4, just because I probably drink this one the least of any of these, and it probably because this is a $60+ bottle of bourbon, so I'm not pulling it out as often as I am these. But if someone would have said, hey, what's your favorite bourbon out of these? I'd have probably said Rare Breed, number 1, Russell's 10, number 2, and I'm splitting hairs. Understand, splitting hairs, because any of these will stand alone on their own. But based on...
This one's much harder than the last one.
Oh, yeah. So what do you think? What would you think yours would have been?
I'm kind of the same, except I might have flipped these two because I really like the Russell's 10.
I do too.
And we actually tried it up against the Russell's
We did.
Reserve, and
that time when we kind of...
we tried this one first, then we tried that one, and I was like, I think I actually like the 10 better. So that's...
Plus for half the price, you know, it makes a
And I've
massive
had
difference.
Rare Breed. I think I've had it like once, maybe twice.
You've been missing
out. It was
out.
good. It was good when I had
share
it.
it with you?
You did.
No,
I think I might
mine.
go 1, 2, 3, and 4.
That's kind of what you think?
Actually,
Okay.
maybe 1, 2, 3, and 4. I mean, I like Wild Turkey too, but I'm not saying this one is bad by any means at all. I mean, this is still a really great bourbon.
No, it's good.
just...
And I know some of you
actually
out
like
there
the
are
10
flipping
better.
out like, why would you say that? This single barrel is like the best. And it's good. Understand, we're splitting
good.
hairs. We're splitting hairs right now. So let's do this. Let's go from here back, and then let's see if we can line them up.
Okay.
I don't know how we're going to pick.
I don't know.
Because that was just an amazing pour.
I know.
I'm still overwhelmed by this one.
This one has a slight edge on this one, not much. I mean, these
So
are
you're
like,
still thinking this is your slight edge?
Yeah, just because it's got kind of that thicker, heavy punch in the...
All right, so we may
the
be
mouth.
different on these, which will be okay.
That's fine.
It's okay.
Damn. No.
That's good too. Wow.
I just don't know. These are all...
Okay.
Okay. This one I'm going to say number 4 simply because it is the hottest. But that's probably the only reason. I get more burn out of this one. So by default, if I had to choose a reason for a number 4, I guess this one would be on the burn.
Yeah, it has a little more ethanol burn when you drink it.
It's a little hotter than the rest.
This one, we don't know. It could be even like over a cube, might even be a little better. But it's great. It's a damn good bourbon. So, okay, so I think I can line mine up.
I need to try these.
I think, well, I got to try here again. Because I know the flip of these two right now.
These two are so similar. I think, I guess the smell is going to have to be the tiebreaker. I don't know.
Damn, that's so good. I'm so drawn to 3, but then when I had this one first coming back, I was like, wow. Like, it left me wow. You know, totally wow. And I know some of you might go, why don't you have Russell's 13 in there? Well, the reason we don't have Russell's 13 on here is because Russell's 13 is
very hard to find.
Very hard to find. And the chances of most people having these is very slim. Was not really mentioned in the comments. And the reason is because a lot of people who comment don't have Russell's 13. But, so that's why we lined these up. You think you got it?
I think so. Okay, I'm going with it.
Shit. That right there just messed me up, though.
That's my one.
Can I pick like a tie for number one?
No, because I can't pick a tie for number two. I'm going 1, 2, 3, and 4. So 4, 3, 2, and 1.
So you're just going straight down the line.
That's my order.
And my order would probably be 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Okay.
So let's start with each of our 4s and see what they are.
I think we had the same 4.
We did have the same 4. And I think we have the same 3 too.
Okay. The Russell.
Right here.
Okay, so yeah.
Wow. Okay.
It makes sense.
So
what proof is that? Because this is
110. It's not even the hottest.
Oh, wow. Crazy.
Rare breed is the hottest. All right. So we both selected this as our 3rd.
Yes.
So let's see. Russell Reserve 10.
Russell Reserve 10. Now, it was very hard in between these two.
It was. I mean, so
I honestly can't say why I chose one or the other. I think this one has just
so this
edge over that one.
This is the battle right there.
Wow, yeah.
101 and rare breed.
I think I chose the rare breed.
You think so?
The rare breed. I think so.
All right, so
mine.
This was my 3rd. So I'm gonna see what my 3rd is.
I'm gonna see what my 3rd is.
And you're gonna know what your number 1 is.
My 3rd is 101.
And mine is rare breed. So you had rare breed 1. I had 101 as my 1st. So this was 1 for me. It was 1, 2, 3, and 4.
And mine was 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Wow. And the one you've had the least amount of drinking time on.
I should drink it more.
You should.
It's really good.
Okay. So here is the results of this show. If you really want to know, you cannot go wrong with any of these bottles. They're so, oh my God, like the problem with these bottles is I could sit and drink 3, 4 glasses a night and then I would,
Now I can say, so let's state the obvious, the 101 is in the 20 some odd range.
$22.
So this was my number 2, and so drink it every day.
Yeah.
It's budget friendly. It's delicious.
Yeah.
Do it. This one, okay, it's higher dollar A, but B, it is a little bit thicker. Like, I like to look at the legs on it.
I like to look at the legs too.
Along the trail. But it is more, like I said before, I would say it's kind of like a dessert, more decadent bourbon. It's a little bit thicker mouthfeel, and I mean, don't get me wrong, if it were less than $50, I would drink it every day.
Like, honestly,
but this is kind of, I don't want to say special occasion, because you need to bust this out more than just on a special occasion, but Mike, this every day, this is like your once a weeker.
So yeah, rare breed. I mean, at $45, I mean, it's really not bad priced, and
it's not. And
so,
we would go through.
I fell in love, and I told you when I first got this bottle, I fell in love with it. It was like, and I honestly, I've told a lot of people this is one of my favorite bottles, bar none.
And it took us so long to try it.
It did.
We kept passing
and here's the thing: what's in a previous blind we did, 101 was your second favorite, even in that blind, and it was actually my second favorite in that blind.
Always the bridesmaid, never the bride.
And here's what's funny about this bottle is that for years I would not even pick this bottle up just because of what I felt Wild Turkey. I thought it was kind of like the pound and, you just turn it up and chug it kind of and never realized that this is a damn good bottle. This, as his big brother, whoo, is very good too. And so, again, for you guys, don't be haters, because this was a very hard blind.
This was very hard. These are all so similar.
So
all
like,
very good.
This right here, Russell Reserve, single barrel.
Nothing wrong with it.
And honestly, it's just because I think it drinks a little hotter. Even though
it does drink a little bit hotter.
This does not drink like 116 bourbon.
Oh gosh, no. Absolutely not.
And if you've never tried Rare Breed, you need to go and get yourself a bottle, hook it up. You got to have this on your shelf. This for $31, $32, even though it came in 3 in this. But understand, we're talking 1, 2, 3, and 4 in this blind.
Well, I mean, that was
we're splitting
my 2 and 3. These two,
you was just throwing something in the air.
I don't know really why I chose one or they are so similar. They're both so good.
And for the price range, you can't beat either one of these.
No.
So yeah. So all right. So in the comments below, let us know what you thought about these, and we're going to be doing some more blinds. If there's some blinds you would like us to do, put together a list. We'll grab those bottles, put them against one another. We'll let you know how we think about those bottles. And we got some pretty cool blinds coming up. So until then, because you guys are watching this in 2023, January 1, Happy New Year's, guys. And it's going to be a great 2023. And tonight we're going to be drinking Pappy 12 for New Year's. But for now, we're going to finish off these because it's New Year's Eve, guys. So anyhow.
Happy New Year.
Yep. Hey, and make 2023 a great time to go out and hunt one more bottle.